Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the start of a new series here on my channel. My cat just jumped up here. Hey bud. This is going to be called the lipstick series. So I am an absolute lipstick fiend. I love lip glosses and lipsticks and just lip products, and I have so many, but I feel like I never get to truly use them. So what I did is I put every single lip product that I own into like a randomized picking app that I found. There's my cat. And the way that this series is going to work is I will pick a random lipstick from this app. This app will pick the lipstick for me, and I'll insert the little screen recording of me doing it earlier right here, and I will do a look focused around that lipstick that I picked. It is the ColourPop Lippie Sticks in the shade Lumiere, and for the look, it might not necessarily be like a look that I think is centered really well around the lipstick. It might just be I have a certain memory attached to that lipstick that kind of had a certain look and I want to recreate the look, or maybe I do a look centered around the lipstick that I think would be really pretty. Maybe I want to do a monochromatic look. It just kind of depends, and I'll kind of tell you the little story behind each look that I do in every single video that I do in this series. And today's look was really fun. I had a lot of fun like reminiscing over this lipstick and coming up with this look. If you want to see how I got this look, the little story behind this lipstick and why I did this look that I did today, then just keep. Alright, so I do have all my base makeup on. Not all of it. I haven't done bronzer, blush, highlight, anything like that, but I do have cream bronzer, powder, concealer, foundation, all that. And I have my brows on and I have my lids primed, just because I feel like the colorful parts of this is what the video is about, so I just wanted to get like the boring stuff out of the way. The lip that we're using today is the ColourPop Lippie Sticks in the shade Aquarius, and this is a cool toned mid pink shade. And this is actually my second one of these that I've owned. The very first one I owned back when I was a sophomore in high school. And when I was a sophomore, I went to Disney World with my band, and it was like the best trip of my life. But I brought this lipstick with me, and on that trip, I also purchased at Disney Springs the ABH Modern Renaissance palette, Toofaced Sweet Peach palette, which I don't actually have, this bronzer. So I will be using this bronzer today. I wanted to do a look that is similar to something that I would have done with the Sweet Peach palette by Too Faced. I don't have that palette anymore. I actually gave it to my mom, but I pulled something that I thought I could get a similar look with, which is my Jaclyn Hill original Morphe palette. So I'm gonna do a look with this, and then I also pulled some other kind of like throwback cheek products to use today, and I'm really excited for this look. I feel like the kind of idea that I was going for the look to pair with this lipstick is like kind of a throwback, so I'm excited to play with this. So I'm not going to hold the palette up because it is a large palette, but I'm going to start by taking my Lavish tapered blending brush and the shade, I already forgot what it's called, Butter, and I'm going to just blend butter all around in my crease. Next, I'm going to take my ColourPop E21 brush and like the tiniest bit of the shade Mocha, which is a deep neutral brown in this palette, and very lightly define the outer corner of my eye. I'm only doing this because I know that it'll look good for this look. If I was doing this look with my Sweet Peach palette, I wouldn't have done this. I'm gonna throw a little bit of glitter glue onto my lids so I can get the shimmer shade to really pop. And then for the lid shade, I'm going to take the shade Sissy, which is a kind of pink gold duochrome color. There was a shade like this in the Sweet Peach palette that was like gold, pink, kind of shifty, and this shade is the whole reason why I decided to go with the Jaclyn Hill palette. Then I'm going to go back into the shade Butter, blend it out. and then with the shade Mocha and add a little bit more definition to the outer corner. And then for the lower lash line, I'm literally just going to go in with the shade Butter on the same blending brush. And I would not have worn any eyeliner, so I'm not going to today. I'm just going to go in with a bunch of my mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess Sculpted Volume Mascara. I'm feeling very washed out and pale, so let's add some color to my face. For bronzer, Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer. This has been my favorite bronzer since I bought it on that Disney trip, and I have been using it like super consistently since then. And I still have like kind of hit pan, but like not really. And it's been like 4 years now, I think. It's just such a beautiful bronzer. For blush, I'm using this e.l.f. Baked Blush in the shade Peachy Cheeky. Pretty sure I've had this since around then too. Super old, but I still find that it gives a lovely blush color to the face, and it's like super glowy too. I think it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous little blush. And then highlights. So the highlight that I'm going to be using today is another e.l.f. Baked Blush. This is in the shade Pinktastic. It's called a blush. It's definitely a highlight. But the reason for choosing this is on that trip, I had a friend who was a few grades older than me, and she was wearing the Makeup Revolution like baked swirled highlights, the gold one in particular, the entire trip. And I remember anytime I saw her, I would see her highlight and I would be like, oh my god, that is beautiful, she is beautiful. And then right after that trip, I went out and bought it. This formula is super similar, and I find that this color is pretty similar to, even though the one that I'm thinking of was gold, and this is definitely a little bit more champagne-y, almost pink, but it is similar and very gorgeous. So I did just spray my face with my Ciate setting spray, and now the lips to complete this little look. So this is the finished look. This lipstick is so much more cool toned than I remember it being, but this is truly the type of look I would have worn. Like, looking at my makeup, I feel like I look so much like I did when I was in high school, and it's really weirding me out. Honestly, I don't even know if I like the color of this lipstick anymore. I might actually declutter it. That might be another like plus side to this series, is I can actually see if there are lipsticks that I just don't like and declutter them if I don't like them. So that is it for the first video of my new lipstick series that I'm going to be starting. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun doing it and thinking about this look and lipsticks, and just it was so much fun, and I'm super excited to continue the series here on my channel. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe before you go, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!